fixed. What's up, y'all? Anyways, what up? Mr. B, your favorite teacher here. With a little bit of story time for y'all, I figured I might as well go live and see if anybody's out there. And I figured I might have some of these story times just for some of y'all, for shits and giggles and shit. Right now, I'm in the middle of driving, so I'll try my best to drive at the same time. But I'm about to pick up a friend who is at the BART station. For some of y'all who are not in the Bay Area, BART stands for Bay Area Rapid Transit, and that's basically the subway for those people. Just make sure. Anyways, I wanted to have this time and tell you guys a little bit of a story about picking up a friend, just in general, while I'm in the process of picking up my friend. But anyways, what was I going to say about this one? All right, so my story starts off in college, a few decades ago, shit. But I went to a party with one of my friends. He was one of my eventual roommates, but at that time he was a coworker, a really good friend. And we went to a party, and of course, obviously, when you're at a party, especially a college party, there's the cake, there's the different activities depending on who you are. It's pretty elaborate. And this one in particular was pretty elaborate too. My friend in particular loves to drink, as many college kids do, just in general. I'm not much of a drinker. I will every now and then, but I'm definitely not. I'm definitely past that. I've had a phase in my life. We were going to this party, and of course, he knows he's gonna get drunk, and he told me, he was like, all right. So I'm gonna get drunk. I'm gonna go holler at some of these girls or whatever and all that stuff. He's just like, but you're gonna give me a ride back home, right? I basically went across town to go pick him up, and then went to my side of the town again so I can go to this party. It was probably about maybe 5 or 6 blocks away from where I live, but I had to go across town just to go get him and pick him up there. And he told me, eventually I'm gonna be the one that's gonna give him a ride. So I was basically a DD. And so everything was kind of planned out. I wasn't gonna drink very much at all, and he was gonna have a good time. He was gonna holler at some girls. He was about to do some, whatever. And so night goes on. I'm having fun. I'm chilling. He's chilling. He's drinking a lot. And he's hollering at this one girl. And I figured, okay, this guy is pretty good with the ladies just in general. So I'm sure this one's going to be something that he's going to eventually conquer, maybe, if that's what you're trying to do. And so he's there talking to this girl. I'm chilling, time is going by, and I'm eventually going to be okay, we're going to go home. I'm going to have to drive you home eventually and stuff like that. And so time goes on, and eventually he tells me oh, dude, I'm feeling this girl right now. She seems like she wants me, just in general. We'll see what happens. She's inviting me to her place, and she just happened to live in this freaking, I guess, apartment complex down the road and something like that. So I was all right, so cool. You are gonna go there? You're gonna chill there? And he's like, yeah. I'll be there. And I'll let you know if I need a ride, just in general. But I should be done. If I haven't called you by a certain time, or even texted you or something like that at that time, that maybe, come hit me up or come pick me up and blah blah. And he gave me the address, or where it is. I knew the apartment complex. Anyway, so he goes there, and I'm still having fun at the party. He's having his blast. He goes to his place. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I'm assuming that he's going to try to get it in, right? And that I was basically let off of my picking up duties. I already picked you up earlier, trying to get to the party. About what's the point of, now you're cool. You with somebody. Anyway, so the time passes where that time where he told me, if I haven't contacted you to come call me, come see what's up, make sure you communicate. And so time passes. By that time it's about like 1:30ish, almost 2 o'clock, and I was like trying to call him, and I called him like twice, even texting him, what's up, man, are you okay? Just making sure, just hit me up to say I'm okay. But he didn't do anything. He didn't say nothing. So I figured, okay, he's probably getting it in. That's fine, right? But he did also told me that he should have been done by that time. So to, hit him up. So I'm there, I'm doing what I need to do. I'm being a good friend. I need to pick you up anyways. Plus, my ass is going to have to pick you up at this apartment complex so I can drive you to the other side of town. And then so I can drive my ass back home so that I could, go to sleep and whatnot. It's late. So I decided, since, I'm, close by, I'm going to go check up on him, making sure that he's all right. Making sure that, he's not, making sure that he's not in trouble, you know what I mean? So, I go to the girl's house, and I got the apartment complex and apartment number and everything. And I see that the lights are on. I'm like, oh, okay, the lights are on. Boy, it's up. Maybe they're just having fun with each other or something like that. And so the lights are on. I'm kind of waiting. I'm still trying to text him because I'm like, hey, I know you're awake, type of shit. And so, what's up, man? Do you need me to pick you up? Are you good? What's going on? Things are awake. Or things are on and all that stuff. What's up? So I'm waiting for a response. So I wait at that door maybe about 15 minutes before I decide to finally knock on the door. And so I knock on the door. And eventually it took a little bit of time. The girl didn't remember me from the party or anything like that, so it's just I'm calling from the other side of the door. And I was just like, oh yeah, one of my homeboys is should be there, or at least he guided me to this place to come pick him up. And she heard me say that through the door. She opens the door and she has this look on her face. She opened the door. She's fully dressed, so obviously, so they aren't having sex or whatever. I don't know. And she said, looked at me dead in the eye, dead ass, was just like, you need to pick up your friend. I'm like, I'm here for you. And then he goes, this motherfucker, straight up was trying to get with her. He's drunk. They're both drunk. He suggested that they watch a little bit of porno to try to get in the mood and try so he can get in her pants and whatnot. This fool straight up falls asleep while they are watching it because he's drunk. And so the reason why the lights were still on is because they were watching it in the living room. And so I'm out there, I look to the side, and I'm like, and I see my homeboy passed out on the couch with some porno on. I guess she apparently didn't want to turn it off or whatever, or didn't want to bother him or something like that. I eventually gonna have to pick him up, or at least wake him up so I can drop him. And he he wakes up and he's like, oh no, oh no, man, I don't need a ride. I'm good. You know, like I'm trying to get with this girl and blah blah blah. Like, nah. He was all drunk, and I'm like, bro, we need to go home. Like, I think you're done. I think the ship has sailed, because you passed out to this boomba stuff going on. And he looks and he's like, oh and you know, by that time, you know, like, you know, guys in general, like, oftentimes we try to hype up ourselves, and we make shit up to make ourselves look more sexually, I guess, have more sexual prowess. But you can't fake it with a girl that you were trying to be with already, you know, called you out when I was at the door saying that you fell asleep to it. So he had nothing to say. He can't say nothing. And so, now that I have story time, a couple things when it comes to lessons that I learned from this particular story in my life. Shit. One, you know, it's probably not that great of an idea to get drunk to the point where, one, you're inviting people that you don't really know over, or that you don't know their real personality or what they're really trying to do, what on. Because my homegirl, like, all of a sudden she has a dude on her couch, like, fell asleep to a porn, like that. That's a weird situation. So, like, when you're drinking, when they say drink responsibly, like, be an adult and drink responsibly. Basically, like, stop acting like you're 18 and out here like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing and shit. Two, you know, shit, like, don't drink to the point where you need bomba to get into it. What, like, you can't function on your own? Like, what? And then third, it's like, damn, you can't. Third thing I learned was like, damn, like, you can't always trust your friends to follow through on some of the shit that they ask you to do. I had to forgive him, obviously. And I do forgive him and all that stuff. It was just like a crazy little story of me trying to pick up my homeboy, and homeboy in a weird situation. My homeboy who I am picking up right now, that's not the same guy. But I figured it was a good time to say something and share a little story with you guys while I'm here. It's good to see you guys. Hopefully you guys are having a great summer. It's Mr. B, your favorite teacher. I'm going to have a lot more of these story times in general. If you could put a like, make a comment, say what's up. Give me some ideas of what kind of other things you'd like to see in this on my channel, just in general. And I'll see you next time. All right, peace out.